Hello YouTube, and welcome to a new Lost Maps update. Sorry it's a bit late. So what we currently have is, it looks a lot the same, but I haven't really been working on Lost Maps. It's not been the highest of my priority at the moment. But I have added a couple of features, which is I'm testing walls. So now when we collect a bullet, ammunition, so we have new ammunition, we collect 2 guns and then we press I. Equip it, I is for inventory, so equip it left and right, and then it doesn't work. Before, when you collect 2, it would actually give you 4, which was really weird. It was doubling it, but then I found the error to that, so I apologise for that. So what you're going to see is we fire and nothing happens, but we collect some bullets and you'll see it'll add it to it. This is a Sentinel's bullet, blah blah blah, basic bullet, and you can see we have 10 of them. It is a fireball at the moment because I've not created the logo. So we fire at this wall here, and you'll see it fires. And you'll see 2 of them survived. 3. But whereas all the rest have gone. And what that actually is, if I drag this bit over here, you can see only 3 survive. What that is a random chance of it. So every time a bullet gets hit, it's got a chance of either being destroyed instantly or surviving. So if I can find the script for it. So I've equipped one of these bullets here. This is a live bullet. If I walk into it, the character gets hit like that. But if I drag it across, so you can actually see it, but basically it's got a bullet collision script on it. See if I can drag this one across there. So bullet collisions here, and it's got a break rate. And what that does is it converts that break rate to a percentage. So out of 100, so say if you set it to 80, there's 80% chance that it's going to break. So if I fire 10 bullets, 8 of them will break, 2 of them will live. So obviously it's not as perfect as that, but it's supposed to be. But I've set it to 80 on this one. If I set it to 20, it's got 20% chance of breaking, 80% chance of surviving. And that's what I've done. So this bullet here, when it hits something, if it survives, it removes all the basic scripts. And then what I can actually do, as you can see I've got no bullets, is collect them. So now I have 30. There is currently a glitch, and I collect more than I should. I always start off with 10 extra, which I shouldn't. So if I fire 40 over and over again, you'll see some of them will bounce off, but all of them will activate. I now have 0. So here I collect them all, and I should have more than usual. So as you can see now I've got 150, even though I only collected around 10 bullets. So it's a bit weird in that area. And the other thing I've seen done is, as you can see at the top where it's a big annoying bold letters here, is I'm beginning to work on crafting. So if you don't know what crafting is, you put materials together, it makes it. But this is only a test, I'm testing with different theories. But here, if I type in wood in the top one, and then I put the amount of wood I need for that recipe, so 1, it shows me everything I can create with one wood, is those. And it's really, really simple to update as well. So all you do to update it is go to the correct script, so the crafting items here. So I know you can't see perfectly, because I've had to take out the area. But what you can see is all it is an if statement and an array. This is a new kind of array we've not covered, but I will cover soon. Don't worry too much about it for now. But just to prove it, I'll duplicate this one, and in here I'll keep it as wood. And for this, you need 2 wood to create it. So the second item you need is steel. And then you need 1 steel. So not -1, you need 1. And then what we can do is we can come to the end, and what's it going to push for it? We'll say steel sword. So now you use 2 wood and 1 thing to create a steel sword. Yes? So then all you do is save it, and then you come back in, and it should instantly tell you. So if I come up here, and you can currently see at the top it says there is nothing left. If I go in and just disable the health bar, so now I've disabled it, you can actually see it. If I just rotate around so you can see it better. There, that'll do. You can see it now. So it's putting I, it shouldn't be. There. So you can see it says I've got nothing. Oh my god. There. There, okay, I've got nothing there. So if I type in wood here, and then below put 1, it says I've got that. But if I put wood 2, it says there's nothing with wood than 2. I need to make it automatically search and find it. But then if in here I put steel, and then put 1, it says you can now equip steel sword. So then you'll be able to click it. So it's not Minecraft style crafting where you click and drag things over and over again. But just to test it again, if we get rid of this one and set it to 0 second amount, but you need 2 wood, and we can call it a staff. This is all you do, you literally add it to it. And you can rename everything, it's all not dependent, it'll search it. Currently you can only have 2 materials per thing. I need to make it different. And what it basically says is if the first item, which is the top box at the top, and the first amount, which is first item, first box, first amount, second box, second item, third box, second amount, fourth box. And basically it'll say it, if this equals this, this and this, then show this. So now when we put 2 wood, it should show bow staff. So what I'll do is I'll just disable the on-screen message, not that one, on-screen GUI, and what I'll do is nothing, so I'll type wood 1, it'll give us all that, but if I change it to wood 2, it says nothing. Because the slight error I made, you actually need to call it 0. Instead of 0 it needs to be -1, otherwise it doesn't work. The reason it needs -1 is because it just does, I need to prepare against it and everything, but if here I just type wood, it has to be capital as well, it doesn't really know against it yet, but I want buttons, so you click and drag materials. Then 1, it gives us that, but if I put 2, there's your staff. So it's really quick at figuring it out, and it's like, I know it's only 5 if statements at the moment, or 6, but it's got big potential. This array you don't need to worry about, you can make it return anything. All this to be added dot pushes is basically to be added, the variable dot push equals add to it. I'll explain it in the tutorial, but you can see it draws all the names, parameters, and it works really well. The other thing I've been working on is animation. I've found a theory to motion tracking which I've kind of, I don't want to say I've developed it, but I kind of thought it up. I'm not seeing it anywhere, but I'll show you that. So as you can see, I have our very nice looking model which we've always had, and currently it has no animation on it, easy enough. But what I have done is I have improved the model greatly on all aspects of itself. So if I just hide the skin, here you can see it's a different type of bone collection. I don't think I ever showed you the first one, to be honest. But if I just freeze the skin so I don't keep selecting it, and if I grab the arm and I rotate it just in any position, in fact I rotate it outwards, you can see you get the odd glitch like if you take it into its arm and everything, but that's just given. But as you can see, it moves like a proper arm at the back now. The outlines of the skin I was improving. As you can see, this side is getting better, but then Cinemy forgot to save on Photoshop. Really annoyed me that did. But as you can see, his neck is looking better and it's not a bulge anymore. But anyway, back to the motion capture. So we have the exact same model here, nothing different, but this one has the walking applied. So as you can't see, it has 32 frames on it. And if you don't know anything about animation, all animation is a picture, and then a picture of it tiny move like a millimeter, and then you do it again, then again, then again, again. And it's called the perception, it's something to do with that, I can't remember the name of it. I studied it in university. But basically, when it moves really fast, it tricks your eyes. I apologise hitting that mic now, I hope it didn't kill anyone. But anyway, if I click play, this is called start walking. So you can see he just flicks his toe up, but if I just bring it down, basically what this will do is that's him idle. And as soon as you press W key, it'll play this animation, and then it'll stop. And he takes one step, then it'll stop. But then exactly from that point, it's going to script it and say, play the next part of the animation, which will be this part here. So this one I'm working on today, and you can actually see the background. The background is not a live video, it's a pre-rendered video. So I've went out into my friend's yard, recorded it, and that's him there. And you can see that he actually has bags. He has asked me not to show his face, so I'm not showing his face to respect his wishes. But you can see I've put plastic bags and different coloured clothing on all major body parts, well, joints. So on his feet he's got a white bag for the closest one. So during animation, and when I go to the other side, I can tell which one's further and which one's here. Because if I just pause it and I'll fix it. So as you can see, if I go into perspective mode, this is it. It's not finished yet and it still contains, as you can see, it contains the start walk. and then the start walk stops there. But then instantly from the start walk, the start walk's going to be cut out, it begins walking. And you can see he's kind of glitching, but what I've done is he took one step with his left, like so, and then he takes a step with his right, and then he takes a step with his left again. And as soon as that left step comes, I quit the animation, because then all you do is tell it to loop and it looks like he's continuously walking. It's perfect. I'll show that eventually. I am still working on this because it does take a long time. So just for a reference, you see the image, like so, and this is my motion capture method, which I'm going to say is mine because I've really not seen it anywhere, and I don't know if it counts as motion capture, but you are capturing motion, so I'm not sure. But say we just grab this leg here. I'm going to drag it through, and you can see the video will jerkily play behind, and it does that. But as you can see, the leg moves with that leg, so that's the start walk, which I did earlier. And then when I grab it back here, I have to keep doing that, it's really annoying. But then it does it, and then it starts to glitch. So what I'm going to do is click this leg here, click auto key, and then position it on top of that leg. And then I'll go across a few frames until it moves again. So then I put it back in place. And this one only has 72 frames, so it's not as bad. But the original video I was doing had 200. And then longer videos, longer motion and everything. So as you can see, I can just keep moving the parts, put them in where they should be. And this is what I've been doing. Yes, it takes a long time, but I don't have £6 to spare to buy a motion capture kit. If I did, I'd be straight on it. But anyway, it's cheap and free to do. So if you want a tutorial on that, please just give me a... No, I should stop doing that on cam. If you want a tutorial on it, please give me a notion. I'll try and get someone who would show the face to do it and everything. I really hope you liked it. That's all I've been doing. I've done walking start, running start, crouch, walk, and run walk, or run. But these are the animations I'm doing. Walk stop, where his left leg comes in and meets in the middle. I've done crouch stop, running stop, jump on the spot, so he jumps up, jump while walking, jump while running, and then I've done a couple more like that, and I'm going to record every single one. This is for the lost maps. If it turns out good enough, I'll stick it in YouTube so you all can have it. But I really hope you liked it. Sorry this video's been a bit longer than usual. Thank you for watching. Please give it a thumbs up. If not, dislike. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who filled out the questionnaire on my Facebook group. It's gone now, and I have submitted the work, and I'll see you next time.